everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over some action figures from some of the best and worst MCU films to date. Captain America the Winter Soldier and Thor the Dark World from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. The worst part about this figure is not the movie he came from, but this face. He looks bored, uninterested, not really that into it. It's kind of a shame. I wish it looked better, and the face doesn't really look like him. I'm not sure why. It's weird. It could be from the years of having him with no long hair, but they really kind of botched the face sculpt on this. That's a shame. The beard isn't really that great. The hair looks fine, but has a lot of weird issues with it, such as seams going around everywhere. This braid looks nice. That's about it, though. It's kind of a bummer with this figure. That's a shame for the head. Luckily, the body looks cool. Very classic Thor. We have a couple of these little pauldrons over here, and these two connect to his cape. The cape's a really nice piece, very well detailed, and looking really good, not only from the outside, but also from the inside. Very nice. This armor is really cool. I like this. This is very comic accurate over here. You have some nice little gauntlets over here, some greaves. Look really nice. The red looks really cool in that too. Some blue over here for the underneath portion. It's pretty cool. As far as the back goes, it's not even painted at all, which is a shame, even though it's covered by this right here. The legs and these greaves look really good. The gold's really cool. It's a really nice body. Looks awesome. I just don't like the head. That's a shame. He only comes with these two hands, and that's about it. So let's get to the accessories. Of course, he comes with Mjolnir, but that's it. He has two holding hands just for Mjolnir. No outstretched hand to call upon Mjolnir for himself. It's fine, I guess. I've seen this mold a lot of times before. It's really marbly, though, and doesn't look that great. The details on the inside are nice, but on the outside, it's just kind of a pain. And also, the little handle is fine, and this strap is okay, I guess. It's an alright accessory, and fits pretty well in his hand. You just gotta stick it in there, and I wish he could call upon the power of Thor to get a better hammer and a better face. As far as articulation goes for Dark World Thor, the head can go left and right and go up and down pretty okay. You also get a little bit of nice pivot over here, a little bit up this far, that much, and down, and kind of all the way around, sorta. I don't really want to break anything or wreck anything. It seems like I already am. You can only go up this far and back this far. You can swivel this to a degree, certainly. Going up, you can swivel it all the way around. You can do a double jointed non-pinless elbow going down. We also have over here, up and down over here, and on this side right over here we have up and down over here as well. We do have a sort of ball jointed waist that kind of breaks up the sculpt. Back this far, forward this far, it's just okay. Splits over here, in, up this far, it's okay, hindered by the skirt piece, and back this far, and double joint knee going up this far, it's just okay. You just swivel that breaks up the sculpt up here. We also do not get a swivel down here. We get no swivel over there. We get a rocker, and then down, and then up, and two peg holes above the feet. Very lackluster figure. Not my favorite Thor by a long shot. Ironically, there is a better Thor with a similar mold coming up that I like way more than this one, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, this Thor is a dud. Sif is a way better figure here. The Jamie Alexander likeness is spot on and looking awesome. Really well done for this. I like the little mole over here too. It's a nice touch. The eyes, the hair, everything about the head is wonderful. The body looks nice too. We got some skirt over here in sort of a darker red. We have dark red and silver going throughout the entire body with some black for the boots. Very nicely done. Very medieval. You could probably kit bash her and make her into some kind of medieval warrior kind of thing. I don't really have too many complaints. It's a really nice outfit. Looks really good for the figure. They did a great job on this. I'm very happy. No double joint elbows, but that was before the time when they really got to them. A nice detail over here. Looks really cool. All this little embroidery around the whole body. Very nice. Really well done. And the chainmail up here too. Really awesome. Looks great and really nice. The shoes aren't even that bad. They're a little bit bigger than the other ones, and they look fine and great. Sure, we don't get, no pins. We have pins over here, and we have no pins, but we also have single joint elbows. But that's fine. The head net like this is great. The back looks good. Everything's fine with this figure. I don't really have any complaints. Great job, Hasbro. As far as accessories go, she comes with these two swords that are really cool. They have nice details on them and look pretty good. They're not really the star or focus of this figure. The sculpt body is, and as well as the head. But the best part about these swords, and it's a pretty neat little feature, is you can actually put them together, and it's wonderful. Yeah, now it's one big sword, or at least Double-bladed sword. Darth Maul better watch his back because this thing falls apart kind of easily. You're gonna slot it in and hope for the best, and even then, it won't go in. It works sometimes. When it works great, it works great. When it doesn't, like this, it's just kind of awful. What a shame. She also comes with this single sword piece that's fine, I guess, but it doesn't really fit that well in her hand, and it's just okay. Again, the swords are not the star of the show. The best accessory she has by far is this shield. It's just okay, though. It looks really nice, but as far as functionality, it could barely fit on her arm. I had to take off her hand and then put the shield on and then put the hand back in. It still doesn't fit as well as it could. It's just okay, I guess, but it could have been designed way better as far as the straps go. The front looks really good and looks nice on her arm, but yeah, have that better, Hasbro, with the way it attaches to her. As far as articulation goes for Lady Sif, the head can go left and right over here. We also get a little bit of pivot over here. The back this far, forward this far, pretty nice. It is on a hinge. You get up this far with the arm. That's nice, and down all the way around. You do not get a swivel up there. You get a swivel at the elbow in a single joint going a little bit past 90. You get a swivel over here, and then you get an in and an out, which is fine, I guess. And we also get an in and an out for this one with the same arm articulation. You do get a swivel over here and back and forward and left and right. Very nicely done all the way around. You get out this far and in, up this far and back all the way to the double jointed knee, which works pretty okay in this case. Swivel up over here, no swivel down here. You do get kind of an ankle rocker that's kind of weird, and up and down, and you do get two pegos on the feet. Very nicely done figure with sort of primitive articulation by today's standards, but it's no less a bad or good figure. It's just really okay. It is a really nice figure and looks pretty cool. The accessories aren't the best, but the figure is awesome. Thor stands at just under 7 inches tall, while Sif stands at about 6 inches tall or so even. They look really nice together. I like the medieval look to their armor. It's awesome. The head sculpt for Thor isn't that great, while Sif's head sculpt is amazingly done. The accessories are very bad for these two. It's kind of a shock to me. It's really weird. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. You know, Thor, you're right. This is a dark world. A very dark world indeed. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Stealth Suit Captain America was one of the first Marvel Legends that I ever got. It's a really nice looking figure that still holds up to time, and it's an older figure from like 2015 or so, but that doesn't mean it still is worthless. It's incredibly nicely done. I love the sculpt work on this. It's awesome. It's really great. The paint works good too. Shield emblem over here, American flag over there, Rogers over here, a nice looking star with a couple beat up little dents. I got this used way back when, could have been 2014, so it's a nice figure still though. I really like how this all works, and this kind of gives the template to what Captain America will be in the future. The head is not photoreal, sadly, but that's fine, I guess. It just has a lot of good deco on it, all the way down to this nice red stripe on the pants. It's really neat. We have the boots that are kind of a darkish, blackish, grayish, smoke colorish, nice color. It looks wonderful. I'm very happy with this figure. Even the gloves look good too. They're pretty awesome. This comes together in a really neat package that still stands the test of time today. As far as accessories goes, it comes with this saluting hand that's pretty cool. Very nicely done as far as this goes. You can swivel it and then go back and forth with it. Very nicely done. He comes with a pointing finger. He can point to give orders and stuff. Swivel and goes up and down the other way. Nice feature for this. Different hinges this early in the game. It's great. I love these hands. They're cool. The shield is by far the worst accessory. Don't get me wrong. It looks nice on the outside at least. Really good looking. A little bit of marbling here and there, but it stands out really well. It's nice and blue and cool. On the inside, however, this is coming off a little bit as far as this goes with these straps. The glue is dying, and this figure is in great need of a redo, I think, to give it up to modern standards and also fix this around here, make it much better or something. Have it peg in, that'd be great. But yeah, these straps coming off is not a good thing. Putting it onto the figure is easy. Just slide the hand in. I use this sort of saluting hand just because it works better and fits in, even with this piece falling off. It fits nicely on him and looks really cool from the outside, but I gotta re-glue that just in case to make it a little bit better. But this looks pretty cool with him and the shield. I may switch out his hand a little bit later on, even if definitely have to take it off and put it back on. As far as articulation goes for Captain America, the head can go left and right, this way and all the way up and down really far, pretty well. A little bit of pivot too, which is pretty neat. You get up this far and down all the way around. You get a swivel at the bicep. You get a double jointed pinned elbow over here. You do get left and right and then up and down on this side, and then left and right and then up and down on this side. And back this far, pretty okay. Forward this far, very nice. This belt's floaty, which is pretty cool. Putting it lower, I think, is the best option. Swiveling it is pretty cool, even though the belt rides up a little bit. Out this far, terrible. Swivel over here, double jointed knee going up this far and down. Swivel on the boot and down and up and pivot. Uchupe goes on the feet. They definitely tried to impress way back then, even though this doesn't have good articulation by today's standards. It's a good figure, but not the best. This figure is in great need of a redo, especially given today's technological advances, making him look more like Chris Evans, and it would just be better in any case. But yeah, let's give Hasbro a heads up. Now we go to the old Winter Soldier figure. This mask is really neat. I like the hair too. It's pretty cool. Looks really great. As far as everything else goes, very brown, a nice wash over here. Really nice deco. This is kind of coming off this strap for some reason. Not sure why. This belt is pretty cool and neat. Looks good. The hands are fine. This little ammo belt is pretty nice over here. Good touch. Very nice little details on this figure. On the bottom, we have these boots that are pretty okay, and these knee pads are alright. A weird jumbled mess of black for his pants. You can't really see the details, but everything else looks pretty fine, especially that face. The arm is really cool. The star is painted on very well. A lot of nice grooves in here with some great paint. That's amazingly done. Good job on this, and they made a great first impression with this figure. As far as accessories goes, he comes with this head and this knife. The knife is done in black on the blade and then brown for the hilt. It's just alright. I wish this was silver. We also have this head over here. I feel like this makeup on the eyes is a little bit too far down. Should be a little bit higher, I think. The hair looks nice and good as far as hair goes, but man, that face sculpt, it's not even close. It's just not that great at all. It's really bad. Let's just move on from this to even something wackier. I don't know why he comes with this, but he comes with this large rifle thing. I'm not even sure. It's red and weird. Was it to give him a new accessory or something they want to use for something else? I'm not sure why this is even here. Fitting in his hand is kind of a chore too. It doesn't really want to work as well as it can. It just fits alright, I guess, but it looks super toyetic and very bad. I'm not a fan, Hasbro. Why'd you put this in here? As far as articulation goes for Winter Soldier, the head can go left and right very well, but back not that far, and forward just okay if it doesn't fall off first. It's kind of a shame. You do get up this far and up this far with these arms over here. You get a swivel at the joint going all the way around. For both, you do get a bicep swivel at least, and a double joint elbow, and a double joint elbow going this far for both arms and down. And you also go down over here, you get a swivel, and then an in and out joint, and then a swivel, and then an in and out joint for both hands. Kind of bad for a gun wielding character, at least. Putting these down is kind of a chore. It is a stiff joint, so you may have to put a little work into it. Back this far, not at all. Forward this far, just okay. Really bad. The belt's floaty too, and I think it can come off at some point, I guess. You get a swivel over here. You can go out this far and in this far, up this far and back this far. Double joint knee going up this far, not really that great. Swivel up here. No swivel at the boot, surprisingly. Down and then up, and then swivel rocker joint, and then two pegals at the bottom of the feet. Definitely a weird gangly figure. He looks more like the Winter Soldier than he feels like the Winter Soldier. The accessories are kind of awful, but luckily there's something around the corner that will change your mind on him. The new Winter Soldier head sculpt, as in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, is really nicely done. I love this. This is great. The hair is awesome. The mask is cool. I love this. I wish he had the goggles, but luckily we have the other head that we'll see in a little bit. The body is a little bit darker as far as colors go. The wash is kind of gone from this. I wish they put that wash back on. It made it look so good. Some nice belt over here with some cool like tools and stuff coming out. That's really neat. We have a knife that's stuck inside the thing that don't really want to come out. This is still coming off. I don't know why this is so misaligned. They could have redone it, but I guess not. We have the legs that are pretty fine. It's more of a darker brown black than a regular old black with some nice wash over here for brown, and the boots have a brown wash as well. It's a much better updated figure that I'm glad to have. Now let's check out the accessories. As far as accessories goes, he comes with these two guns that are pretty cool. They're nice, very big and huge for this guy. Interestingly enough, I don't know what this thing popping out is, but that's weird. You also have two little portholes for effects and stuff, but the head is spot on and really nicely done. The hair is really good and looks super cool. This is great. Awesome. I love this. You can go back this far and then forward this far. Not really that much. Swivel is just fine. It's very, stuck on there, which is kind of weird weird and interesting. But yeah, good guns and even better head. He also comes with a much better rifle piece. It looks great. I love this design on here. Excellently done. It looks super cool in his hand. He also comes with a little knife over here that's in black and silver. I wish it was in brown and silver, but we can't always get what we want. It looks really nice too, but also this head fits on pretty well on him. I really love how nice it looks. Sure, it's a little bit wobbly in some places, but it fits really well and is a nice little piece. It's great and doesn't really affect the figure all that much. I like this a lot. It's great. Awesome. Captain America stands just about 6 inches tall or so. The Winter Soldier stands at around 6¼ inches tall, and the other Winter Soldier around the same height, 6¼ or so. They look nice together. I definitely am going to keep the new Winter Soldier with a couple of the old Winter Soldier's effects and just sell them off. Captain America, I'm not sure about. I do like the design and suit. Looks really cool, but he's been sitting on my shelf for years. It'll probably be used for a redo, and it'll probably be used for a redo down the line. I may give this away, I may not. Who knows? And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. Alright, Rocket Raccoon, you know the rules. Put all your weapons on the collection plate before going in. We don't want any oh man, what is that? Overall, an interesting batch of figures that has a lot of history for Marvel Legends within. Thor is a pretty okay figure. The head sculpt isn't that great, the accessory isn't that great, but the body is awesome. I like that a lot. Sif is really amazing. I love the shield, even though it doesn't really fit on that great. The head sculpt is awesome as always, and the body sculpt is really great too with the armor. It's just a shame those swords don't work as well as they could. Captain America is a really cool figure for his time, but by now he needs a redo. I really do appreciate this figure a lot, but as it's aged, the glue has died, the hands don't really peg in as well as they really probably should, and while the body sculpt is nice, it just needs an update. Luckily, Winter Soldier got that update and has a much better figure in store. You can swap the accessories between them, and they work really great. I love how they look as far as this picture goes, but I really am probably going to keep the new body with a lot of the old heads and accessories and just sell the old body off. If I could figure out how to swap those metal arms, I would, but for now, I'm just going to keep the bodies as they are. I recommend getting the new Winter Soldier, Sif, maybe Captain America, but leave those figures behind in the past, where some of these have come from, and look forward to the future of Marvel Legends, where we might get some redos of these figures, hopefully soon. So which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.